Hey, what's up, my homesteaders, my nerd necks? How y'all doing this week? Good to see y'all. Uh, well, right now I'm seeing zero. I saw Brother Joe Fix. If he was in there earlier, thank you, brother. Glad you made it in. But yeah, still kind of itchy. I did a little cleanup earlier, a little trimming and stuff. I was starting to get a little woolly, so I had to get rid of some of that. So yeah, actually got so I do a little neck shave too. I love those little clippers I got. It's about that long. It's just a little head on it that turns up at an angle. Got a little blade on it, the light. You can reach back there and just kind of hold your finger about where you want your hairline to be and just trim it right up, man. It's nice. Got it at Walmart on that as seen on TV aisle. So I think they shave their arms with and all that stuff. It's a little battery powered deal. Hey Tina, Rainy Ridge, how you doing? But it's just you and me, Tina. I don't know what's going on with everybody tonight. I let Joey was here earlier and he just checked in real quick. He's always got to be first. I guess I should have shared it out, but I didn't. Yeah, glad the day is over. It's been a rough one. I done come home and rested a little bit, went and tinkered with the tractor a little bit. It still ain't right. I got more issues. Fixed all kinds of stuff, still got problems. So, but I did do a little mowing with it. It's still spitting and sputtering. So I think I shall be replacing a head gasket before long. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I was. Demos, how you doing, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Oh, but yeah, I run out there and try to tinker with it. Some there's a little breather. It's a little round thing, like a little puck on the side of the valve covers, and it's got. I saw some mesh, like not mesh, but like steel wool sticking up out of there a little bit. And I was like, "What in the world is that?" And I actually looked up on my phone, and it's the. We finally got a tractor to keep running, and now the brush hog keep running. Oh Lord, that's some bad problems. That brush hog. But Eric might be like me. He might just run over stuff he shouldn't. Hey, little sis, anytime, how you doing? You ever see in my video, you hear like pow, 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 pow. All them limbs are running over. But yeah, I mean, I got out there and was looking at it the other day when I had it running, and oh yeah, back to that part. It's the valve cover breather. It's a hole inside the valve cover, and this covers it. And it's got like a steel wool type stuff inside, and it's supposed to let like gases or air or whatever come out of that valve cover. I guess if there's any excess exhaust or whatever it comes out there, I don't know, or something. A lot of Ford trucks had that. They had the vented gas cap or vented oil cap on it, so pressure could come off the engine. Hey, Suburban Hillbilly, how you doing? And so yeah, they so I've looked it up and said that can cause oil leaks, all that stuff if that gets clogged up. That's still wool inside. So I took it out. Then, like I said online, I put it in a bucket with some gas, little gas in it, and shook it around. And take a second, I had to dump the gas out. The like gas turned black almost instantly. And then I had to get in there and dump that out, put more in it, and stir it around a little more and shake it, run it, just kind of swish it back and forth to get that trash and stuff out of it, and just old grease and mud or grease and crud, that's in there. And excuse me, I had a can of carburetor cleaner and it said you can use that too. So I held it up and sprayed it down with that, and some more stuff came out. So put it back on, hoping that was going to be the miracle fix, but it wasn't. And I started looking again after I got on the mowed a little bit, and I looked over the side and I could see right along the edge of the head right there. I saw oil like bubbling, like it was carbonated. I knew that means air and pressure was coming out of the side of the block, pushing that oil out. So I was like, oh. So I've got a feeling it's going to be the head. It's right up under the head. It's got to be the head gasket. That probably explains all the spitting back and popping it's doing too. Oh, that's great. I'm glad your husband's doing better, Rebecca. That's really nice to hear. But yeah, like I said, it's probably going to be. I actually looked up the price for the head gasket on yesterday's tractor. It's only like $31. It's not back. It's just one head. Uh, it's just a 4-cylinder motor on the tractor engine. But I was looking for the valve cover gaskets, but I think I'm about to make those. I actually made a gasket for that oil bath on the bottom of the air filter. I'm gonna try to do a video on that too. I'll show you what I did there. I actually bought it as a roll. It comes in a roll. It's like a couple foot long that you can use to cut a gasket out of to use on an engine. So $11. I said, yeah, let's try that. I cut that and got it to fit slip on there. Put me some fresh oil, clean the oil bath up, put fresh oil in it, put it back on. And I got my new clips in. They sent two. I just used one of them. The other one's still working. So I popped that in there, locked it down. I was like, oh yeah, perfect fit, tight. And then I went ahead and changed that upper hose too. And I thought, man, I got a tight seal. Everything's great. And then I started hearing a whistling sound while I was running. I was like, oh man, what is this? Because I know on some like outboard motors on boats, they don't really have gauges, so they have a little sensor that whistles or beeps real loud, buzzes real loud, lets you know that the engine's overheating. So I was like, oh Lord, check the gauge. The gauge that showed it was way cool. So that's when I started looking on the other side. I think it was coming from that valve cover breather. It was so stopped up. And I think that may be what, because if that gets stopped up, it can cause oil leaks and all that, and I bet it would blow a head gasket too. So that's going to be fun. I'll be watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to do that one. Always something. Yep, back pressure. That's what I said. That I actually blew the rear main seal on a 73 Ford truck I used to have, because I had the bright idea to take that vented Ford cap off and put a solid Chevrolet cap on because it fit the hole. And drove it around. Next thing I'm pouring oil, and that's what somebody said. You've got to release that pressure off the engine through that. If you don't, that's what happens. So yeah, you can learn anything from YouTube. Yes, you can. I learned a lot of stuff over there. That's how I fixed a lot of stuff on this tractor, is watching YouTube videos and Google. But I said it's kind of frustrating because you feel like right when you get right there and you've got everything figured out and it's going to be running right, you just know it. Then something else kicks in. So yeah. I'm hoping that it's not going to be as bad a job as I think, because the top of the valve cover. Hey, Lynn, Farm Okie, how you doing, Lynn? Glad you made it. But the top of the valve covers are only about this far away from the fuel tank. The fuel tank rides above it. It's gravity fed fuel. There's no pump. It just runs down. Oh yeah. I mean, my dad, if YouTube would have been around then, which I think it was, but we didn't have hardly anybody around had internet because it was 2011 when he passed away. But they're telling him what he could have learned. He probably stayed around all the time learning how to fix the tractors and farming and stuff like that. No, it would have been a handy tool to have back then. But Daddy wouldn't have known how to learn to run the internet and wouldn't have wanted to. He'd have had me or Mama run in there and show him how to get on there. We would have to learn it first. Always, yeah, Daddy always had something going on. I mean, um, if it wasn't farming stuff, he'd be tinkering around with stuff, doing stuff with the dogs, training dogs, the bird hunt, stuff like that. And try to find a different place to put a tree stand, stuff like that. That's how I actually learned to use a slate call for turkeys. You scratch on it with a striker and all, and make the sounds. Which I'm still not all that great at it, but I have had some turkeys gobble back and try to come to me. Unfortunately, most times they see me and run away, but I make a mistake at some point. Yeah, fixed your washing machine years ago, 2007. Yeah, it was out back then, but I don't even know if we had internet back then. I think we did, but you know, mom and daddy they didn't get into all that stuff. So I don't think even they didn't even have a smartphone back then, which I don't think I did either. But everybody had the flip phones and stuff. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been working on something on this tractor and had to stop and wipe my hands off and get my phone out. What was this? What was this again? And look, okay, I got to do this and go back and do it that way. Yeah, replace the range plug. Yep, that's a lot of electricity right there. But yeah, I mean, there's like so much stuff on YouTube you can learn, and that's part of what I was going to do with that video. I was going to try to do it, David, and have time. Uh, I was going to try to go out there and walk around and say, "Hey, I fixed this, I fixed that. This does this, this does that." To kind of help people that are learning this like me, trying to work on their own tractor. They may have one just like it, and have the same issue. I mean, this is all stuff that I'm learning as it happens. I actually used Google to fix our dryer that one time when one of those little relays went out on the back of it. I was watching that there Google and YouTube a few years ago, and I had to do that. And I finally found the right part that was causing it. And said, "Okay, that's what it got to be." You know, went and got the part and got it fixed. So I've got to get to it and do the same thing on the washer, and I've got to do something with the ice maker at some point, or we got to get a new fridge, one or the other. So computer with a dial up. Oh yeah, it was so slow back then with computers. I mean that's one thing about computers have advanced by leaps and bounds in the last several years. We bought our first one probably, golly, I don't know how many years ago it was, probably 10, 15 years ago or more. And it was a cheap rebuilt one from a place in Douglas over there. We got it. It wasn't even $100, or no, might just over $100. And but it only had like 40 gigs of storage in it. I mean, you could. I was trying to play World of Warcraft on it, and I couldn't even hardly get it all the way uploaded because of the size of it. So it's crazy. So then we had to upgrade. I think it's that computer Tina's got in there now. She's using that old Dell I had. When one of the boys pick up the phone and break my connection, I have to start all over. So frustrating. Yeah. The little dial up was something else. It was amazing when they finally separated that out. But there's another part on the front of that tractor. It's up toward the front of the engine. It's a little round thing, kind of like that was, but I'm wondering what that is. If it could be something stopped up too. I checked so many things on this tractor, and I got to get back there and watch a video on how to adjust the brakes because I need me some brakes on there. Jack of all trades, master of none. So people come to help fix them for them. Yeah, that's true. It pays to know a little more than just one thing. You never know when you're gonna need it. Oh yeah, our phones do more now than most those first computers. Yes, they do way more and faster. Oh yeah, kids don't have a clue how easy they got it now. They get to actually have a summer vacation now. I didn't get to have that. Daddy be in there, get you, you know what up? We got to go pull weeds. We got to go to the field and do this. Keep a tree in line. You had to move. That's right. But there wasn't one when I was mowing around there by the ditch last year, and I almost run off in that thing. I was so glad it rolled and stopped as I was turning the wheel and didn't go off in the ditch. It's don't try to spit and sputter. It's running, it's doing a little better. I'd forgot that we had loosened up the top link and where the tail end of the mower was set down lower, and so we could put more pressure on it, tightening up on the ratchet straps and stuff. We was holding that the meter pole up on the other end of the house and all, so I could put quickcrete under there and realign it and get it up right. But I finally got out there and realized that. I said, wait a minute. I started turning that thing, and I'm like, oh man, it's way loose. So now it's sitting more level. So now when I bump it up, it's not cutting as close. So I'm not hitting as much stuff. Oh, itching. I said, I don't know if y'all caught it. Yep, some of y'all probably didn't catch it at the beginning. I got in there and trimmed all the beard up. I even got my little clipper out, my little shaver out from my neck back there and trimmed that. Now all around the back of my neck, the collar is itching. Yeah, what's the summer vacation, man, for real? We were just talking at work today about encyclopedia. Yeah, that's how you had to do book reports back then. Encyclopedias. You didn't have them. You had to go borrow somebody's. And see, Daddy was always like me. I've always been like Daddy. I never liked mowing grass. I enjoy it more with the tractor now. I kind of knock it out and get it done. Don't take but a few minutes. I can cut a nice little area with that tractor, but it cuts it close. So if it's a finishing mower, it's not like a brush hog. It's going to cut it. They use them on golf courses. So I mean, they cut pretty close. But like I said, that's one thing Daddy would always put in. I had to mow grass. They ain't always fuss because the mower, old John Deere mower we had always stayed tore up. And I said, he bought second hand from somebody. And that's what I told him. Hey, you more than welcome to get on there and ride it. I ain't got to always be the one riding it. Said, no, you gonna cut this grass now. We actually bought a set of encyclopedias for having said when my kids were babies. That's just we needed them. Little did we know, yeah. Well, you needed them then, I'm sure. I remember a lot of late nights, me and Mama in there at the kitchen table, her trying to help me with a book report with encyclopedias laying around and books and everything else, just trying to come up with a last minute book report because I drug it out and waited till the last minute. Oh man, house burnt, didn't get to use them. That's so wrong. Couldn't find a replacement belly mower for the tractors we bought a zero turn. Oh wow. Those zero turns are really nice. They cut close, they cut a big area, and they're really good mowers. I can't take nothing away from them. That's what a lot of people, well, all the people that mow grass for a living, that's what they use. And those guys at work have the big ones, like 60 inch or might be a 50 something inch cut. But man, that thing just, they can fly on them things and still cut good. There weren't any autocorrect. Yep. They had computers in the classroom early 80s. Shoot, yeah. Yeah, we had computers in the classroom, or we actually had a computer lab you go to and do stuff, but it was always playing games and stuff. It never was to use uh, for like schoolwork and stuff when I was there. Yeah, you had to learn to spell on your own. That's right. And see, that's I always hated reading a book, reading especially a school book. I always hated reading, doing the. Once you read so many chapters in your math or your English book or go through whatever, I hated that stuff. Give me a comic book, I'm in there. That's why I learned so much from comic books. They had so much science in them. I learned a lot that way. But I mean, I hated having to go through and read this chapter and do the answer the questions at the end, like social studies and all. Oh, I hated that. It was so boring. Reading didn't get exciting until I got into high school. And that's right, Tim. Uh, Reading didn't get exciting until I got in high school, and we got to read like The Outsiders and The Old Man in the Sea. That's one of my favorite all time books. And yeah, we read Fern Groves, of course. Saw the movie, love the movie, read the book too. I love both of them. But like I said, it was like junior high or high school before we got into the literature class where you could actually read books and do stuff like that. I mean, I really, I mean, like I said I really enjoyed those books, and we actually got to watch the movie The Outsiders in class. I thought it was pretty cool. That's why I mean, like, I always loved when I read Fern Groves too, and I would love for somebody to be able to go to the meetup over in Oklahoma and be able to check out that Red Fern Festival. I think that'd be awesome. Might even buy me a coonskin cap while I'm there. Oh, I forgot to that y'all went. I bet it was pretty cool. Well, but y'all all about the red bone coonhounds anyway. Yeah, outsiders. Like I said, we only got to read a couple. Oh yeah, me and Jenny got into it the other day. We had a little stray dog show up, and I was trying to hoping I could take care of it. He was, I thought he was all mangy at first, then I saw the fleas on well, it was her. Saw him on her back, so she was kept laying on the porch, and I said, "Well, we don't need no fleas." Had some burnt motor oil from when I changed oil on the tractor, so I said, let's see if that'll help. Plus, help grow her hair back. Put that on her. Next day she was gone. I don't know where she went. Had a little tan head, and it looked like her hair was black, almost like she was part feist and something else. Boo, Piggy. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Piggy's in here, y'all. Cooking Stephen Jackson. How y'all doing? Glad y'all made it in. But yeah, me and Gina kind of had it out about that dog. She did not want me to have that dog, so it actually wound up leaving. So, but I'd love to have a good red bone coonhound. I always liked the way they look. That or old blue tick, one or the other. We used to have some back years ago. We had a little red bone, and we had an English tick that my cousin bought from somebody. An old blue tick we got from somewhere. It wasn't, and most of them wasn't that good at hunting either. Apollo 13. Was that Tom Hanks? In that movie, I can't remember if that was the one. I might have saw it at school too. But on the islands of Trinidad and Tobago. I'll see y'all for a little vacation. That's good for y'all. For right now, there is no tropical stuff going on down there. I know they were talking about something could go through areas down there around the Caribbean and stuff. Please be safe. Oh, y'all got to see the actual launch of Apollo 13. That would have been awesome. And Stephen Jackson, I hope y'all are enjoying the food down there. I've seen some cooking shows that I think like Guy Fieri went down there and people cooked some stuff like it for him. It just looked amazing. So yeah, but yeah, we didn't get to watch that now. But 1970, that was 3 years before I come along. 1970. I was a new seeing. I wasn't in school. I don't know what day that was. But I remember seeing the Challenger explosion. That was horrible. We got to watch that on TV at home. Might have been summer when it happened. I can't remember, but yeah. I mean, I think we actually was trying to watch the launch, and we saw it when it happened on. God, we had like channel 10, 6, and 8. That was NBC, CBS, and 8, and we had 10 was NBC, 6 was CBS, and 8 was Georgia Public Television. So, dealing with humidity and hardly any breeze off. Man. I hate y'all dealing with that, but I'm sure by the ocean down there, got to be some breeze picking up soon. I hope y'all enjoy y'all's trip. But, yeah. I remember being a little kid watching that on TV at home. That was like, wow. I mean, a lot of people look back at life and say, I wish I'd have done this, wish I'd have done that, wish I'd seen more. And I do that too. I mean, like I said, how many times I've wished that I could have jumped the truck. And if my truck was in good roadworthy, I got a problem with it still, but not just the bent up places, it's the way it's running. But I don't know how many times I wish I could have jumped the truck, went and met everybody to meet up, got to see some beautiful country on the way and stuff like that, but it just ain't going to happen right now. I mean, all the things that we grew up and seen, big stuff. You got to think about, anytime got to watch Apollo 13 take off and go to space, and we saw Challenger explode, but then you look at 9/11 and all that horrible stuff that happened. I mean, it's bad stuff, but I mean, it's it's stuff that you'll always remember. So you really hadn't missed a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, Stephen, exactly. I'm down here in South Central Georgia, about 100 miles from Florida line. It's cooler than it has been, but it's still hot. It's about 80 something, but the humidity is not as bad. So this morning it was like 68 degrees when I got to work. It was so nice. And I think that's only going to last for a little bit longer, and then it's going right back up. Do you think, Rebecca? Check on dinner. Don't let it go. Don't waste that. But yeah, I mean, anyway, I mean, we've seen all kinds of stuff through TV, through our own eyes. It's pretty epic and amazing to see. I mean, whoever thought we'd have an international space station up there with astronauts living there? You know, I never believed that, but it's happened. Yeah, I didn't get to watch Jerry's live yesterday. I'm guessing everybody's kind of on the big boat heading up to Alaska right now. Not everybody, y'all are here, but I'm assuming there's a lot of YouTubers that are on that boat right now enjoying themselves headed up that way. I wouldn't actually mind going to see Alaska one day, but I don't want to be on no big old boat. Is it the high for her today is 71? That's nice. Well, they keep trying to do the whole uh oh Lord have mercy. The thing about going to Mars, and I mean, I think there's still some people talking about maybe possibly having a place built for people to stay on Mars and live up there and study Mars. Why? I mean, you've already got the Mars rover there. It's been there for how many years? You ain't seeing nothing but rocks and stuff. There's nothing to study really. And yet they're still there, driving that little rover, looking at stuff. Well, man, I mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind checking it out, but I actually have heard. I used to work with a guy that lived there for a lot of years before he came here, and he said like, yeah, winter's awesome, or winter's pretty rough, but it's fun, it's nice because it's cool, and summer's not so bad, but you gotta be prepped for winter there. You gotta be snowed in for days, so you gotta make sure your firewood's cut up and all that stuff. But he said the summer, the worst thing about that was the mosquitoes. They're like way bigger up there than they are here. Even though it's a milder summer, they have like so much water and stuff up there. It's huge mosquitoes. Yeah, that's right, Steve. Exactly. That's Star Wars, Star Trek, some of my favorite stuff. People are still working on trying to build lightsabers now from Star Wars. If they ever make one for real, I'm going to sell Gina and go buy one. Timu, want me to buy some? But yeah, I mean, oh, cut grass. My eyes are like driving me nuts. Jerry, Glenda, Scott, I'm all gone live. Jesse and Lisa just uploaded a few shorts today. Haven't heard from Johnny and Christine, Tony and Johnny, Tony and Angie. Yeah, I mean, I hope they are. I hope they're enjoying their ride, but I just never been a fan of getting on a big old ship like that. Oh, it's a lot. I mean, I've never been big on getting out in the ocean too far. I mean, we would go over to the coast over fishing, but we was like on in the brackish water. I didn't care much about going out. And I have been intercoastal in the intercoastal a couple of times. Like it's kind of in between before you hit the ocean, but I ain't trying to go out in the ocean. Closest I'm getting to the ocean is fishing off the beach at Fernandina or going out on the bridge down there and fishing over there. 4,000 people on that ship. Wow. Technology is a great thing, but with AI, it's becoming a bit scary, especially, yeah. We're not far from a Terminator, I fear. Stephen and Jacqueline, I'm saying they're trying with the stuff they're doing on TikTok. It's insane. They're doing videos with Sasquatch and all kind of stuff on TikTok. That's why I don't believe a lot of what's on there. They actually did. I think I saw it on YouTube. There is an AI music video of Harry Potter going country. It's nuts. Harry Potter with a hat like mine on out there, sleeves cut off with his button-up shirt, hanging out there. You know, it's crazy. We first talking about selling Xena for a lightsaber. I would do it. They went on a cruise for my birthday. Oh man! So your birthday's okay, Rebecca. You got to tell me when your birthday is. Was that Friday when everybody went, or Saturday? I probably missed your birthday. If I did, happy birthday. I can't remember mine most years. You ain't got to tell me. Today, happy birthday, Rebecca. May you have many more. But yeah, I mean, I got in there a while ago. I got kind of wild. I was trimming the beard and everything up and trying to get all this stuff trimmed down, trim my goatee down and all that. And then got my sideburn a little bit where I ain't sticking out one of my hats so bad. And I got my little trimmers and trim my neck back there and all that. Because, yeah, I can get all that brush off of there like the brush hog. And now my face is trying to itch all around my collar, my neck's itching because the hair's back there. But yeah, plus being out there trying to mow a little bit, that was a little rough too. But I mean, well, it didn't really get on me, but just being out there cutting grass, allergies, y'all. Oh, I guess I need to start back using that Flonase again. Yeah, yeah. It felt like I had a brush hog back there that time because I reached back there and I put my finger back there on the back of my head like that and find out where the hair is and I start trimming with that thing. Yeah, I look. I get through trimming. I look in the mirror and I see like a big wad of hair sitting on my shoulder right there. I grab that and get it off, throw it in the trash. it was it was bad. I mean, it was hair like that long on my neck back there. It got terrible. I feel lighter. I feel cooler with all that stuff gone. But I got a little trimmer I bought from Walmart in the As Seen on TV section. It's about that long, and it comes out, and the head kind of kicks back in the angle. It's got a little light on it. It's got a little AA battery goes in. You just hit the button, you start trimming up. Wish I'd had that 20 years ago. Sent me a lot of trips to the barbershop. Yeah, I mean, I just hope everybody on that ship is safe, has a wonderful time, enjoys themselves. I mean, and they all come back home safe. That's all I wish. Uh, I always had a kind of fear of being out in the ocean and stuff like that. But I have got really caught up watching, and we're not related. A guy named Zach Fowler. He's up around Maine, and he got the channel name. I wish I'd thought of it first. Fowler's Makery and Mischief. I was like, oh wow, that's perfect. He's always building stuff, doing stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, anytime you don't want to shave my back, I just got to deal with it. I mean, I start doing like an old dog, lay down in the grass and rub around, try to rub it off. I reckon. I don't know. So I'm trying to load on my cursor there on the screen. But yeah, this dude, he actually has built. He used pontoons, not a true pirate ship, but he used pontoons off a pontoon boat. Built a deck on it. He's got a box on the front that comes up and it actually comes out and makes it curve to a point like a pirate ship. And he's got a deck he's got a box on the back. He's got some stuff in with access to his engine, to his outboard motor. He's using a 25 horse, a super small one. He's only going 7 miles an hour in the ocean. But he's got going from harbor, he's going and cutting across, going this harbor and dipping back in this harbor. And he's going around this one, taking him a couple of hours. He's fishing, he's throwing lobster traps out, catching lobster, eating lobster on the boat. So awesome. His name is Zachary Fowler. His channel name is Fowler's Makery and Mischief. Like I said, he's done so many like little camper builds and stuff like that, and he's working on a little cargo trailer. He's trying to set it up so he can go stealth camping and camp and go fishing and stuff like that out of it. I mean, he got AC rigged up in there and everything. He's not playing. Dude's a Christian. He's sitting there when he goes to eat, he'll sit there and he'll pray before he eats. And I saw his last video last night. He was sitting there on the boat. He's got a zip up leather bound Bible. He'll sit there and read while he's sitting there. You know, I mean, he's a pretty cool guy. Straight up. Used to be a boat builder. So yeah, that's why he gets into this stuff. And he's actually got the old boat steering wheel, the big one with the rod sticking out of it, like a pirate, like an old ship. He's pretty cool. I really got into it. I'm like, man, if I could get that kind of backing, people sponsoring video. He has Jackery. Jackery sponsors a ton of his videos. And he carries that Jackery 3000 home something that's meant for like if your power goes out, you can power your fridge and power other stuff in the house. 3,000 watt power station. Pretty nice. And he's got a bunch of different Jackery power stations. He's got solar panels laying all over the deck up top where you can get power. But I mean, dude is set up. I mean, he's got like a little induction cooktop. He'll go in there and fire that thing up. He'll be like cooking all sorts of stuff, heating up tortillas, he made himself a quesadilla with onions and a couple other things and a little cheese, and made himself a little quesadilla in that thing real quick using that Jackery power station. I thought that was so cool. Dude's catching like lobster like this. I mean, nice size lobster. Oh, there you go, Nathan. Check it out. Those videos, a lot of his videos, like an hour long or more, but you will get so caught up in them. I mean, he's like fishing. He's setting crab traps and lobster traps and all this. And he'll go and throw the anchor out. He's trying to catch squid. He's trying to catch mackerel, different things to eat, and just getting all kind of stuff. Ooh, all right, you better hurry, Nathan. Have a great night. We love you. Ooh, only got 15 minutes, y'all. Now I gotta get out of here. I actually made something to eat that I found on TikTok. Believe it or not, and actually worked. Gina actually looked at me and said, "Oh, you did good on that." Yeah, Fowler's maker of mischief. Yeah. Yep, that's it. I mean, I said, no relation to me whatsoever. I'm not getting nothing for shouting him out. Uh, we're not friends. Uh, but I mean, he actually comes to Georgia for the bushcrafting big weekend thing. I'd love to find out what that is and go check that out. But because he was on one of those like Survivor type shows where they put you on an island for so many days, see if you can make it. I mean, dude, I mean, he actually spent the night on a rock in the middle of a lake. It's the Timu challenge he did. He went out there on a paddleboard, dragging logs he cut on shore. Took a hatchet, he got off Timu and chopped the ends of it off to points and stuck them in the mud in the bottom of the lake around that rock and rigged up a contraption and tied it together where he could hang a hammock up on it with the zip up screen on it. It was like wow, and he spent the night there. Went fishing, caught some fish, come back and cooked the bass, I think. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I saw a thing, it's like beef and noodles, which I love beef and noodles, but I use stew meat. And I always take mine and put it in the pot. And I was getting Angus stew meat from Walmart because it's got some fat content to it. And um, I take mine and put some. I like to buy the bag of frozen bell peppers and onions. Throw some of those in there, or if you got fresh, works great. And I'll take and get a handful of flour and throw it in the pot, and squirt a little butter in there and stir it around, kind of make a little roux. Then I put my beef broth in there, let it slow cook turn it down on simmer, let it cook for a little while. It makes like a gravy. And I start adding potatoes, carrots, different kinds of beans and stuff in there, and I make a nice like a beef stew. Or if I'm doing the beef and noodles, I'll just cook it down with the beef broth, and don't put no flour in it. And then I'll cook it down, and I'll wait till I can scoop that beef up and mash it inside the pot, and it breaks apart. I know it's tender then. Then I crank the heat back up. Boom, egg noodles. And then I mean just let it boil in that beef broth with all that stuff. I mean, but I do the beef noodles. It's just beef noodles, bell peppers and onions, and some seasoning. This was different. This was actually done in a crock pot. I did it on a pot on the stove. I took a brown hamburger meat up, and I'll tell you the video. The video that I saw, the guy I already had brown hamburger meat. He dumped it in his crock pot. He put onion soup. Maybe cream of onion soup. I couldn't find that. I saw onion soup. I said, no, it might be too much. But I actually used golden mushroom soup and regular mushroom soup mix in it, or can of soup in there. I took, he actually used onion powder, not onion powder, Lipton onion soup mix. This is kind of like that, Stephen and Jacqueline. It is. But I'll tell you how I did it. I took brown hamburger meat up in the pot, drained it, put it back. I put golden mushroom soup in there and cream of mushroom soup in there. A packet of Lipton onion soup mix. Stirred all that around real good. Got it mixed in together. Then I put some beef broth in there, about probably 2 cups or half of a little box of beef broth. I put that in there. Then I took an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, which he used in the video too, cut up in pieces, dropped it in. Then I grabbed a big old handful of shredded cheddar cheese, dropped that in there too. Stirred it around, got that to melt and turned it on low. Meanwhile, I had a pot of egg noodles going. Boiling those up. Got them boiled up, got that cooked to the right consistency. I mean, it's just like, it's enough liquid not so that the all the cheeses and stuff is not sticking and burning. And all you do is take those noodles in the pot. Well, you drain them and dump them in the pot. Oh my God. It's like souped up hamburger helper. Oh my God. That's what the guy in the video even called it. He says like souped up hamburger helper. I got some out in a little paper bowl, ate a few bites. Going to give this to Gina. She went in there, she took a bite, said, mm, "You did good with this," and she got another bite. And we've been eating on it for the last couple of days. Seriously, it's that good. I mean, it surprised me. All that cheese and everything just coming together, and I usually like add a little salt and pepper to it, and then to taste. You can probably add whatever seasonings, whatever any other stuff you want to put in there. I almost cut up an onion and threw it there with the hamburger meat, kind of saute up, and I kind of wish I would have, but it was so good. And yeah, I mean, I was talking to Dina about it. She said, "I hope you ain't there worried about making a video about it." I said, "We'll see how this turns out. If it turns out pretty good, there will be a video about it." But I mean, it's only a few things I've made in the last year or so that I've been cooking that I've experimented with. That she's coming there, "Oh, you did good with that." But yeah, I mean, she actually wound up eating like 3 or 4 bites of that. And I said, "You gonna finish it? I'll let you finish it." She said, "No, no, no, take it, take it, take it." So I went and finished the last little bit and put the plate on the counter. But it wasn't no time. She was ready. I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I'm going here to eat. Like I said, we've had it every night. So I think I made it Monday, and we've had it Monday, Tuesday, and we're gonna have it tonight too. She was talking about taking some to work with her. So I mean that right there felt good. I mean, like, finally, I'm not giving her something to eat. She's like, "Well, I guess it's all right." Really? You didn't have to cook it. I'm feeding it to you. Enjoy it. I said, "Yeah, beef stroganoff." Yes. Hey, brother Dale, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. And like I said, it feels so good to ever say, "Yeah, you did good on that. I like that." So, brother Dale, you just now about to get home from work. All right, Dale, I'm gonna need you to take off work this Friday and start heading southeast. Yeah, southeast. And try to be here Friday morning. Excuse me, Saturday morning, and bring a head gasket with you. Just kidding. I already found one. I got to order it. I got to order it off of yesterday's tractor. Yeah, $31. Yeah, Dale. I noticed yesterday when I was running it, uh, I was hearing like a whistling sound, which I think it was the. I cleaned that out today. I think it was the valve cover breather on the side. Got the stuff kind of like the air filter does in it, the little steel wool looking stuff. I cleaned that out. It's not whistling anymore, but right along that bottom edge of where the headset sat, I saw oil bubbling, like it was carbonated. So yeah, I think because I didn't clean that, that's what they said. It can actually cause oil leaks, all kinds of stuff, and I bet it blew the valve, the head gasket. I didn't know to clean. I didn't know there was something to clean in there. Yeah, I took that mesh out and I switched it around and bucket of gas. Changed the gas, do it again. Then I sprayed it with carburetor cleaner. There was still black stuff running out of it. So yeah, it was clogged, slam up. So yeah, I did actually go ahead and mow some grass with it. So it's still spitting its sputter, not running well. So I'm gonna try to order that and then kind of take it easy, mow for a few minutes, stop, mow for a few minutes, stop. Let it kind of calm down. I don't want to go too far and blow the engine. Then it's over. So I'm glad Anna's doing good. Is it getting hot? No, I think last time I mowed with, well, I didn't look at it this time. I should have been paying attention. Last time it got to about 196 or a little above. So, but I don't know what kind of thermostat's in there either. I haven't torn into that stuff yet. But normally when I'll mow for about, I started, since I saw that, about 15, 20 minutes, and that's it. And I stop it. I just got out there and mowed around the house a little bit and backed up by the porch some today and kind of got a little bit, but I didn't get too far into it. But like I said, you can see that like a little trail of oil right alongside the head, and it's just like bubbling while it's running. Like it's got carbonation in it. I was like, man, come on. That's why it's spitting and backfiring. It's like, and you keep doing that, and run a little bit, it'll spit a little more, and then like we switch it off, it always backfires. So yeah, I think it's got to have a head gasket. Like I said, luckily it's only $31 off of yesterday's tractor, but I think when I got those clips, which I do have clips, I made a gasket, put on the bottom of that oil bath, put oil in it, clean that out, all that sealed. I'll make a video about that so you can see that deal, and everybody else. But yeah, I think I didn't clean that out. Didn't know to clean it out. That breather on the valve covers, and yeah, that's probably what got it. I was telling earlier the old Ford I had, the old 73. So I blew the rear main seal. I took the vented oil cap off because I didn't like it, and I was an idiot. Started to say something else. And so I took a Chevy oil cap and put on there, a solid cap. And I blew the rear main seal because of all the back pressure in the motor. Ford needs to breathe. So yeah. But yeah, it just seems like, get this done. This looks good. This is tight. This is ready to go. This is fixed. And then boom, something else happens. I'm just hoping, you need to get some videos out also. Yeah. I've actually got a video of me mowing with the other camera where you can actually see me cutting the grass, not just me on the tractor. I've got to get that one out. And I'm going to make a video about what I've fixed on this one. But I fixed a lot already, but I'm not, the hose. I actually replaced a piece of hose, made a gasket for the oil bath, cleaned all that out, put that on, got the new clips in. So now I can snap it closed, and now when it pops, it don't blow the oil bath off of there. So yeah. Yeah, but that's the bad thing about this one. It's only like 8 or 9 minutes. I had like about 25 minutes of it. And what was so bad when I set the camera up by the porch over here, you only see me for a little bit, and then I come back by and I'm going up, and I go off the camera for a minute, then I come back. So there was a lot I had to cut out. So that's only about 8 minutes long, 8.5, something like that. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for stopping by, Stephen and Jacqueline. Really appreciate it. Suburban Hillbilly, you too. And it's 6:59, so I probably need to get out of here because somebody's probably going live soon. I'm not sure if Big Valley Living's going live or not. Michelle, she gonna be going live tonight. Y'all get a chance to check that out. I know she's been putting out some videos about her cancer and stuff. It's it's been kind of rough on her, but she's like going through. I mean, she's finally got some stuff going on now. It's really great. She had a video here a while back. Some good news. Hey everyone, I'm at the farmer's market. Rebecca touched by yarn. Wow. Ain't nothing wrong with that farmer's market. You can get some good stuff there. I need to start going to one over here because I didn't get to plant anything this year, and I hate that. Uh, Jennifer Ocean Homestead I was supposed to be in the growing groceries this year, and I'm not planting a dadgum thing. So yeah, she probably mad at me. I hadn't seen her in a while on here. If y'all don't know, Rebecca Touched by Yarn is my birthday, buddy. We had one here a while back. But yeah, like I said, Michelle, Be Better Living, maybe live. I don't know. Said she got some videos out. She got some really good news the other day. Work stuff. Y'all check it out. And things are going to be a lot easier on her right now. So, yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here, kick back, relax a little bit myself. After dealing with work today and dealing with that tractor and mower, I'm starting to get a little tired. So, all right, y'all have a wonderful rest of your week, great weekend, and hopefully I'll get to see y'all back the second week in a row. I've been live and not had to miss it. Hopefully next week, the third week in a row, we'll get to be live again next week. Hopefully I got some good updates, and you have a great night. Good night, Dale. Love you, brother. And everybody else in here, my brothers and sisters, I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all.